Over all of my years of playing the Hunter Call of the Wild, I have, as of recording this, spawned 20 great ones. Yes, 20. As of just here a few live streams ago where we broke our 20th great one with a beautiful, fabled golden spoon rack fallow deer. Haven't been back on the fallow grind in a while, definitely was a very fun live stream, whether it be as small as a pheasant or as big as the moose. Great one grinding is extremely popular here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, and in today's video, I'm going to be going on a little bit of a rant, kind of talking about my bittersweet opinion on great one grinding and whether or not it ruined the game, and hopefully by the end of today's video, I can inspire you guys to go out and not just great one grind. If you guys don't know what I mean, well, I would recommend getting yourself a snack and something to drink, sit back and relax, stay tuned until the end of today's video, because you guys are not going to want to miss this one. Without further ado, if you're new here, my name is Squid. I've been playing the Hunter Call of the Wild for the last 8 years of my life, and I've been making YouTube content on Call of the Wild consistently for about the last 2 years. So if you guys like hunting simulation, or in real life hunting content, I would strongly suggest dropping a subscription on the channel, as it's literally an arsenal of content surrounding the outdoors industry, whether that be fishing content, hunting content, simulation content. You guys can find it all here on Squidster Outdoors. And without further ado, wasting no more of you guys' time, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So great one grinding here in the Hunter Call of the Wild, for me at least after spawning 20 of them, is kind of a bittersweet topic. And I say that because of the fact that it seems like literally everyone in the community does nothing but great one grind. And yes, there is still very big content creators who still make those daily casual hunting videos along with the grinding content, so it's not like people are only great one grinding, but it's definitely taken over the community a very obvious amount. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I really think a huge problem here, and I'm just gonna throw it at you guys right off the bat, is when beginner players get into the game, they see all of us content creators getting these insane trophies, whether that be super rares, hundreds of diamonds, great ones, you name it, all from grinding and using techniques like herd management. Now, as someone who is a beginner player, quite frankly, just a few years back, I really didn't get super serious about this game until about 4 years ago, but I've always had it. I had it October of 2017 when they released it. I remember the day that my dad and I got the PlayStation 4 disc from Walmart's, and my cousin came over the night that we got it. So nostalgic being in Layton Lakes with that opening mission. I remember asking my dad as a very young kid, "Where's the gun?" And as I was really starting to get into this game, I really, quite honestly, did not know that casual hunting existed, despite the fact that all of the years before I actually realized there was a YouTube community, that was all that I did. Now, if you don't know what casual hunting is, it's literally just the process of going to a map and running around and shooting everything that you see. Doesn't have to be everything that you see. If you want to hunt a specific species at a specific drink time, if you're not grinding it, that classifies as casual hunting. And as soon as I began to get involved with the community, great one grinding kind of just took over me. I found myself grinding like crazy over in Silver Ridge Peaks with a mini cash grind, just so that way I could get 16 tents to set up over in Te Awaroa on my red deer grind, which I did successfully spawn one on PlayStation 4 in 1,500 kills. I was very, very proud of myself, and it was a very fun and rewarding experience. But from that point on, until like the last 6 months, I did nothing but great one grind. One of my grinds actually took almost a whole year. I had an 8,300 kill fallow deer grind back on PlayStation 5. And honestly, that was one of the worst points in my entire Call of the Wild career. Not necessarily because the grind was long, even though that I was expecting it to be really, really short, because a lot of the time the fallow do spawn really fast, sometimes triple digit grinds. I mean, I've had a double digit grind, I've had a 40 kill fallow deer grind once. I've had a 10 kill black bear great one grind. I mean, it's all random, but honestly, because that was one of the worst points in my entire YouTube career as well. I mean, I remember my YouTube channel getting down to like 100 views in the last 28 days, and as someone who's fortunate enough to have 200,000 viewers monthly, obviously that wasn't even a thought back then, and the motivation was extremely, extremely low. I would literally be streaming to 2 people, if that, and I remember about 1,000 times, that's exaggeration obviously, but I tried to make a thumbnail, change the YouTube livestream title to casual hunting in this map, going for this trophy, yada yada. And I mean, I would be lucky if 5 people would watch me, and still to this day, casual hunting live streams and videos do not do very well whatsoever. It seems like people only want to grind. People only want to see great ones, and I can see why. I mean, yes, they're insane. The trophies you get from grinding is beyond insane, but people are forgetting that this beautiful game was created for casual hunting. The Whitetail Great One was the first Great One, and it came out, I believe, 2 or 3 years after the game even released. And there is so much more to the game than Great One grinding. And kind of tying back to what I was going to say here a few minutes ago, as a very beginner player, being involved in the community and seeing everyone Great One grinding so much, and getting all of these insane trophies that take hundreds or even thousands of hours is extremely discouraging, considering the fact that Great One grinding is dang near, I'm not going to say impossible, but it's dang near impossible as a very beginner player. I always recommend that you wait until at least level 30, and even as a level 30 player, Great One grinding is a challenge. Great One grinding is a challenge for anyone. No matter what level you are, or how good or how bad you are at the game, Great One grinding is a huge challenge. And when you get online to try to find some motivation, and all you see is Great One videos, and being someone who was in this position, realizing that it's probably never going to happen over and over and over again, and getting more and more and more discouraged, I think is a huge reason why a lot of beginner players just quit the game. And obviously, I mean, as a game developer myself, I've never actually published a game, but people quitting your game, that's the last thing that you want. Now, I'm not saying that Great One grinding makes people quit the game, but the amount of people, whether that be in my Discord server or in my live stream chat, that I wish I could just somehow snap my fingers and have all of this information that I'm telling you guys here in this video enter their brain, it's actually ridiculous. I mean, several people per live stream, undoubtedly. There's people in my Discord server who just don't understand Great One grinding, and a lot of times, I mean, I hate to say it, but people give up. They really do. You know, I've had a lot of people say they're just gonna quit. Next thing I know, they left my Discord server. I would assume that means that they're gonna quit the game as well. It's a terrible thing to think about, and it's really sad because this game is amazing. And there is, once again, so much more than just Great One grinding to Call of the Wild. I mean, if you want motivation, go to my YouTube channel homepage. Go to the section that says Casual Hunts. Over the last 6 months, I've made it a challenge of mine to get at least one casual hunt out weekly. In fact, I have one pre-recorded and scheduled to upload this week. And that's another thing, like when EW goes to release a new DLC or a new map, I find myself instantly going towards, is this gun going to be good for grinding? Is this weapon pack going to do good for grinding? What grinds are we going to be able to do on this map? How easy are the grinds going to be able to be? Like, I completely ignore the fact that the casual hunting could be amazing. Like a Ski Ridge, this is the newest map in the game at the time of recording this, by far one of the best casual hunting maps in the entire game. And I spawned myself 4 Mule Deer Great Ones off of this map in the first few weeks of it coming out, and now I find myself, when I get up every morning, what do I want to record today as a casual hunt, yada yada. Oh, I don't want to go to a Ski Ridge. I just get that feeling in my stomach because I'm so burnt out. I've shot hundreds of Mule Deer Diamonds, 2 Super Rares, 4 Great Ones, and after spending that much time, probably 300-400 hours on one grind alone on this map, I don't want to say makes me hate the map, but I don't know, it's just, I don't get as excited to casual hunt on it as I did that first week that it came out when I wasn't set up for a grind and I did nothing but casual hunt. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. And especially in 2025 with the game being 8 years old and 17 days literally from recording this video, we have, I think, 8 or 9 Great Ones in the game. It's an amazing thing, they're all so beautiful. I'm only missing 2 of them, and I'm working on Red Fox right now. A beginner player getting on and say, for example, go into YouTube to try to figure out how to get good at the game. YouTube is automatically going to recommend the most popular videos to them, which is going to be Great One videos. Now, that could be Great One guides, that could just be people shooting Great Ones. And while those videos are so fun for us to make, and a lot of people love those videos, in fact, they're some of our most popular videos on YouTube, I believe Flinter's video, shooting the Great One whitetail with a bow from many, many years ago, actually has 1.5 million views. Just let that sink in. 1.5 million. That is a lot of people. And that's amazing, it really is. I mean, 1.5 million people got that motivation from him. 1.5 million people realized that Great Ones are possible. This is an amazing game, and it got the game's name out there to 1.5 million people. But if 65% of those people are just, you know, kids in school, adults that work a 9-to-5 job that don't have all these hours to dedicate into Great One grinding, I mean, sometimes it can take an hour. You can literally shoot one male and it can respawn as a Great One, and other times it can take, as I mentioned, I had a grind that took like 8 or 9 months for one grind. Probably close to 1,000 hours into one Great One grind. That is insane. And the reality is, the majority of us are going to be spending hundreds of hours on our grinds, because RNG is not going to be in your favor every single time, and I learned that the hard way. And that can be very, very discouraging. As I mentioned, I got very, very discouraged once I've been in your shoes. I've been very, very discouraged even here on PC. I've had some long grinds close to 2,000 kills. Thankfully, nothing over 3,000 yet. And that can really just make a lot of people get off the game, and worst case scenario, not get back on, completely ignoring the fact that casual hunting exists. I mean, whether you want to go into a random multiplayer server, or whether you just want to set the time to 8 AM and run in a random direction on one of your own maps, there is so much more to hunting here in the Hunter. Something I've found that really helps keep me motivated is picking random weapons every single time that I go for a different casual hunt and challenging myself. I kind of want to do a single shots only challenge, or maybe another pistols only challenge here pretty soon. Or just go to ChatGPT and ask it to pick you a random species. That's something here in 2025 that we didn't have even a little over a year ago. If you really don't know what to hunt and you're not feeling very motivated, my number one best tip for you would be to watch casual hunting content. If you go to my YouTube channel, you go to the homepage and you go to the section that says casual hunts. Unfortunately, the videos get like 400 views. Typically, some of them break 1,000. Out of the hundreds of thousands, are probably over 1 million people that play this game still. Only 400 people seen it? That just shows that not a lot of people. Is that a guaranteed diamond dusky grouse? I have no, I think it is. Hold on. Yes, I hit it. All right, that's going to be an insanely long shot. I don't remember what their diamond is, but I think it's 120, and his minimum estimate was 121. I completely lost my point there, but this would be like an amazing example. Recording a video, completely random part of the map. Giant dusky grouse. Where was I? Only a few hundred people see casual hunting videos on average, and even with the bigger creators, I mean, it's clear. Their casual hunting videos don't do as good as their Great One videos or their super rare videos, because obviously people like to see the most insane trophies. I do, you do, we all do. It's just how the human brain works. But what I'm trying to get across here is casual hunting is so much fun, and it's so random, and if you don't like the repetitive feeling of Great One grinding, getting on and just shooting and jumping between tents, maybe you want the game to be more of a simulator, you don't have to Great One grind. You really don't, and I mean, I understand it's very discouraging to see all these creators with all these crazy trophies, and maybe, you know, one day you can probably get there. Maybe you can just work on setting up a grind and hunting a little bit every day in the meantime, you know? And then you can get out and spend the majority of your time casual hunting. It's such an enjoyable thing, and I mean, the amount of fun that I have in the casual hunting videos, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, is more fun than making the Great One videos. The Great One videos, it's like, oh my gosh, it's finally over. Every once in a while, you know, there's a short grind, but not very often. Not very often at all, actually. Alright, for some reason, I feel like their diamond is a lot higher than the black grouse. Black grouse is 120. I think this is 140 or 150. 129 there, and 151 is their diamond. Still a really, really nice one. From 256 meters, I just shot dusky grouse with the 22 mag. And I didn't even have millidots either. I was using the, kind of old-fashioned scope there. Still $1,000, very, very nice. 1.29 kilos. And you know, moments like this, even it's just a tiny little dusky grouse, that put a massive smile on my face. And even though that it wasn't a diamond, there's a little bit of motivation there, and that little spark that it possibly could have been a diamond makes me want to keep hunting longer. I've been planning on making this video for a very, very long time, and I really, really hope my point comes across. Again, if you want motivation, not only my YouTube channel, but there's a lot of creators out there who still make casual hunting content, even though that Great One grinding content kind of just took over the whole community. A goal of mine has been to come out here at least once a week, sometimes more than once a week. In fact, lately it's been a couple times a week, a casual hunting episode for you guys, because I also have a lot of friends, and I know a lot of people who just are set on the fact that they're never going to get a Great One. They don't want a Great One grind. They want this game to be more of a casual hunting, spot and stalk simulator. Even if you want it to be a bow hunting simulator, go put a tree stand in the tree and sit there. Something will walk by. In my opinion, that would be very boring. As a bow hunter in real life, I do enough of that IRL. I love spot and stalk hunting, and there's so many maps, so much variety of animals to hunt. Not even diamonds. I mean, you can get rares, you can get super rares. There's a very extremely low chance, but there's even a possibility that, say for example, you shoot a white-tailed deer buck. There is a small chance that can come back as a Great One, and I've seen it happen. I've had a 10-kill black bear grind. If you shoot 10 black bears in Layton, who knows, maybe you'll have a 10-kill grind as well. You go hit a zone you've been to before, got it set to black bears spare drink time, just run in the river, and bang, there's a 10 fabled right there. And it's possible, but diamonds are not that hard. Rares are not that hard to find. Super rares are a huge challenge, but I have had an initial spawn super rare before. It was actually a Willow Ptarmigan off of my Reventuli map. I don't know if it was an initial spawn or if I spawned it, but I've had a super rare Eurasian teal off of my Selzwiesen Park map. Definitely didn't grind for either of those. So I really hope this video did kind of spark, even if it's just a couple hundred people, some motivation into you guys, and some realization that you don't need to Great One grind if you don't want to put in all the hours, if you don't want to herd manage, if you don't want to shoot a deer, fast travel to a tent, run 10 meters, claim it, and then fast travel to another tent, do it all over again for hours and hours every day. You know, there's waterfowl hunting, there's hog hunting, there's bighorn ram hunting, there's deer hunting, there's so many things that I enjoy in this game that is not Great One grinding, and I just really want people to know this. So with that being said, if you guys did in fact enjoy this video, definitely let me know down below by smashing that like button and subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. And as always, 3 videos a week, 2 YouTube shorts a week, live streams every week. You're watching Squid Outdoors, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, my gamers.